RV Tech Pro. What's up, guys? So I got a little tool haul today, and as you can see, it's the Nepros ratchet. Now, I haven't actually looked at it yet, but I did go ahead so that to preserve the video quality without having to fumble around so much, I cut the tape and I pulled the box up so that it'll be an easy unboxing. So I'll be looking at it for the first time with you guys. And I got some other ratchets out to compare because I've been doing a little series of comparing these compact head ratchets, which the Tone here being one of the smallest ones, and it's quick release. And I've been hard pressed to find something that's smaller. Of course, we have the Astro here, and it is very useful because not only is it compact, almost the size of the Tone, but Tone does not make their ratchet in this length. So now I have a very long one, and it is also quick release. Of course, I have my Mac tools and my snap-on. This is a roto head and a 3/8 drive in the quarter body. All of these are, well, this one's a 1/4 inch ratchet, but these other guys are all 3/8. So the Astro is kind of out of place, being that it's not a 3/8. It's a small ratchet, but these other guys are doing it in the 3/8 form factor. So I ordered a 3/8 Nepros ratchet, and I have my standard Koken out here. It's also made by Toyota Tool Company, KTC. They make both Koken and Nepros for comparison. So here it is. I guess it probably got shook around. Probably was in there like that. And this is the ratchet. Now I follow this guy. Very good tool reviews. He has a lot of he keeps up with the latest information. We're going to talk about some things when it comes to Nepros. So Nepros has put out a couple of new lines of ratchets. They have updated their ratchets. And from the information that I've read between their websites and places like Tool Guide, the normal Nepros ratchets that you see that most people have, that have the 90 right there, but it's really big, the 90 print. Those ratchets came out about 10 years ago, maybe 11 years ago, and they're great and they're fine. I never bought one, namely because the warranty when the Nepros came out 12 years ago with that design that you see on most YouTubers' channel. That's what they have, are the old Nepros ratchets. Maybe I can find one while we have this up. But anyway, they didn't have the lifetime warranty, but they had that snap-on like price point. So, you're talking about $150 for a ratchet that they don't consider, at that time, they didn't consider the anvil or the internals to be a part of the warranty, only the body. And they considered the other things to be consumables. There's another guy I watch on YouTube, Coon Trucking, and he goes over this. I think he's sponsored by Nepros. They send him tools, so he knows a lot about their stuff. And I also get some information from Coon Trucking. But anyway, when they came out with these ratchets, which was about a year ago when they came out with the compact line, they're not that old. They also started doing a full lifetime warranty. Now this ratchet is, see the part number. This ratchet is the NBRC 390, okay? And the NBRC 390, this is a 5-inch compact head, 5-inch compact head ratchet. So when I get it down here next to some of these other guys, you can kind of see the size that we have, right? And just, let's see, this is a Snap-on 3/8 stubby. So it's a little longer than that Snap-on 3/8 stubby, just a little bit. But man, compared to that, the head looks huge on the Snap-on. The Nepros makes the Snap-on head look huge. So it basically, they did the same thing that all the other tool truck guys did. They took a 1/4-inch body and then they put a 3/8 anvil in it. You know, that's what the tool truck guys have done, like with the Mac. So that'll be a good comparison. All right. So we got this Mac USA, same deal. And this Mac is pretty nice, pretty tight. So that's head to head with the Mac USA. Part number on the Mac, if I can get it in here, right there. Very close in size. The Nepros is a little slimmer. The Mac has the pair is shorter. Now this Nepros is a 90T, quick release. Now I do notice right off the bat that the button isn't flush. The button's not, it's not flush. And I don't know if that's a defect or what, because I heard other people saying that the button is flush. But on this one, as you can see, the button is not flush. That's a bummer. But yeah. Now, going back to Tool Guide's site, I have ordered some other Nepros ratchets, and the reason being is that, so this is Nepros website. So their new ratchets no longer have the 90 on them. That is not on the new line of the ratchets. And those ratchets are identified with the letter A, alpha, in the part number. So right off the bat, I know that that ratchet is one of the older style, because a lot of things have changed. Let's just go ahead and take a look. And briefly, because this video is about the compact, but if you look at the new Nepros, you see the 90's not there. So that's a dead giveaway. They look very similar, but they made them a lot smaller. And I'll get into that a lot more when we get that ratchet. I had to order it from Japan. I couldn't use my Amazon business account because they have some kind of weird rule that they won't send me stuff from overseas, or I guess anybody. So I had to use my personal Amazon account to order the ratchet from Japan to get it here from Amazon Japan. But yeah, so the two new lines that they have are gonna be these compact heads, which is way smaller than the normal Nepros head. And then also even newer than that, which has only been out since the end of last year, is the NBR 390A. So basically like the A series or the A line. So the part number gives it away. So when you get a Nepros ratchet and it has the C in the part number, that's going to be a compact head, and that is one of their newer ratchets. That's a new line. And if you have the A in the part number, that is their newest line of ratchets. So still really smooth, it's nice and small. I would have liked to have this in a longer handle. They do make this in a 7-inch, so you can get a 7-inch handle on this right here. But I went ahead and got the 5-inch. Why? Because it was cheaper. It was $85, and I didn't know if I would like it or not. So, and with the I don't like the button. I don't like that. With the button sticking out like that, I don't like that at all. I want that button to be more flush, you know. And even on this this little toenail, and maybe it's because of the 3/8 handle, it's not enough room in the quarter body for the button to be flush, and I get that, but I rather have a, you know, than no button. But yeah, and most of my ratchets are not quick release, but I do like to have some quick release ratchets. And as you can see, so normally the Nepros would be more like this, where it's a more of a flush design on like the Astro. So I would have liked to seen Nepros with a button more like the Astro. So that's the first thing that I noticed that I don't like. You'll also notice that the banding is not there. So on their 1/4-inch ratchets, it doesn't have that little black plastic banding that you normally would see on the Nepros. So let's click on this one. So this is gonna be one of the newer ones, and I can tell that right off because the 90 is not there. You see that 90? They normally have the big 90 and it's not there. So I know that that's one of their new ones. Let's see, you see the part number? NBR 390A. So that's the redesign, and we'll go over that when I get the new ratchets in. Let's see. So I know this is one of the old ones right off the bat because it has the 90. See, it has the 90 on it. So now I did a search for compact ratchet. Let's just go to Nepros ratchet, and most of the time when you see people selling them, they're selling the old ones, and a lot of people don't know that they're the old ones because a lot of people don't know that Nepros and at the end of last year totally redesigned their 90 tooth ratchet. So most of the times when you go on Amazon or whatever, you know, you're getting, or JDT Co or whoever is selling them, they're getting the old ratchets, right? So that's just something to be aware of, guys. Especially if you're gonna kick out the money, maybe you wanna go ahead and get the ratchet that is the newer model, because they improved it a lot. They made it lighter, they made it stronger, and they made it more compact. So I guess this one will be like eBay. So here again, the 90. Whenever you see that 90 on a Nepros ratchet, that's the 10-year-old model. That's the model that came out, you know, 10, 11 years ago. The new model, they don't have the 90 anymore. Also, it doesn't say, I'll just show something really quick, and we'll get into it more. All right, so pulled out some sockets. This is my snap-on kit, the low profile kit. All right, so I thought it'd be fitting to use these low profile sockets on this compact ratchet, because if I'm pulling this out, I'm probably trying to get into some tight spots. So I'm gonna want to go with a compact socket. If I could use a deep or a mid, then I probably would need this ratchet. So here we go, press the button, socket goes on, socket is locked on tight. All right, now let's take a look. Now I probably am going to go ahead and put a regular socket on here because these sockets are cut a little different, these low profile ones, and I want to kind of check the fitment. As far as, is the socket moving? Is it the anvil? So I got a little wobble in there. I think the socket is fit on there tight. I think what's moving is the anvil. I do like, and this is, for me, a hallmark of a good, so there's a little play in there, and I think it's the whole anvil assembly moving inside of the head. I think it's the whole anvil assembly moving inside of the head. I don't think it's loose socket fitment, and we'll try a couple other sockets. These are snap-on sockets. But this is what I like on a quick release ratchet. When I hit the button, I need the socket to come off, you know. And if it doesn't fall like that, I guess it's okay as long as I can pull it off easy. But man, is it nice when I'm greasy and oily and I put on a socket. And I've got the quick release. I'm gonna grab a Tecton socket and put it on this Astro, and let's see. That's a lot more wobble, but I just want to see on the quick release side. See, I like that. That's what I like. I want the socket to fall right off, you know. So that's something that I'm looking for on a quick release ratchet. I want the socket to come on off when I press the button. Okay, that's just me. That's what I want. So I'm gonna try to get this same socket that we had on the Nepros, or the Nepros, have put it on the Tonne. Got a fair amount of wobble, but let's see if the socket's gonna come off. See, socket's all the way, the button's all the way in, but the socket's not coming off. You see what I mean? I can take it off, and there you heard it just click back in, but the socket's not falling off. I gotta try to help it. Yeah, see, so there's a quality difference. And for me, that's how I gauge the quality of one of the aspects of a quick release ratchet. Does it really release the socket or not? Now, the Astro does it. So big ups to the Astro. This is the Astro Nano, nice. The Nepros does it, the Nepros, whatever. But my old trusty Tonne, Blackhawk, whoever, it doesn't do it, it sticks. And these ratchets are much newer. I've had this one longer, but it's not like it's had a ton of use. It's been used, but that's just something to think about, you know? So they're good on that. Now I got my snap-on right here. Snap-on. On the snap-on socket. Very little wobble, I gotta say. It's not a whole lot. Snap-on fits really tight on the socket. It's not coming off. It's locked on there good. And out of all of them, Boom. Exactly. That's what I want. And I hadn't tried any of these tests before the video, so I found out along with you guys, that's just what I look for. So I believe the snap-on, and I'll do the, and I'll get a regular socket. The snap-on, and it is a snap-on socket, so, but yeah. Snap-on had the least amount of wobble. You can see that. See, for me, I don't like that. I don't like it having a lot of play. I don't want a lot of play between, and let's see if it's the anvil moving or what. It's the anvil. So it holds the socket on tight, but there's play in the anvil. Let's see about the snap-on. Virtually no play in the anvil. It's tight. Yeah. Very, very little. Very little play in the anvil. I'll tell you what, that tonneau's pretty tight too. Now this Mac isn't a quick release, but I want to see how the socket fits on there. I want to see what kind of play it has in it on the Mac. The Mac's tight. It's a little play. Yeah, it's got a little play in it too. But, and see, this isn't a quick release, so I almost can't even compare it to the other ones. But I want to see if that anvil has play in it. Very tight.